Hi guys, it's Maddie here. Today I thought I'd do a quick tutorial on how to do a natural looking beginner's basic contour and highlight. So it only uses 3 products, which is a concealer, a highlighter and a matte bronzer, and it does not involve any of those crazy sort of contour masks that you might see in some other tutorials and pictures. So keep following if you're interested, and please subscribe to my channel. I've got some really exciting things coming up, so I hope that you can follow me on that journey. Anyway, keep watching to see how I achieve this look. Okay, so I've just gone and started my normal foundation routine, which is just applying a moisturizer and a primer, and then I've applied my foundation, which is this MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC20. And I've actually just gone in and covered up some of the red acne spots that I have at the moment with that same foundation, and that's because I want it to blend into the skin. It does give a lot of coverage, this one, so I can use it for that. I don't want to use a concealer that's any lighter than my foundation colour, as that's actually going to bring out those red spots, which we don't want to do, obviously. So now, to start the contouring process, I'm just going to be applying some concealer. For the concealer, the main thing you want to make sure of is that you're using one that is 2 to 3 shades lighter than your normal foundation colour. So I'll be using this L'Oreal Perfect Match Concealer in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just going to go and apply that on the high points of my face, which will raise them, and also under my eyes, which is just going to lighten up and get rid of some of those dark circles. And as you can see, I've just taken it right up into the corner of my eye, and that's because a lot of the darkness that I get under the circles of my eyes, that actually goes up into that inner corner too, so we want to cover that up. Okay, so now that we've applied all the concealer, I'm just going to be blending it in with this Sigma FX F80 flat kabuki brush, and we're just going to be lightly stippling that in like so, and blending it all in. And I should just say that the point of drawing this triangle sort of under the eye is to sort of draw the face up and out and just sort of lighten up that whole area. If you don't want to drag it all the way down because you feel it's a bit too much makeup on your face and sort of is looking a bit heavy, then you don't have to apply that far down. I just like to do that so it sort of gives me a flawless finish and sort of just blends out naturally. Now that we've finished applying the concealer, I want to set all of my foundation in the concealer because it's quite sticky and quite tacky, and if we apply any darker contour powder, we're actually just going to drag all that around the face, which is not a good look. So I'm going to be using just this blending brush, which is a Nude by Nature mineral brush in number 11, and I'm just going to be using this MAC mineralized skin finish powder, which just looks like that. I'm just going to be lightly setting that over my face. And you want to take extra care just packing quite a bit on under the eyes, as if you leave a wet product under the eyes, it's going to leave those crease marks in the lines under your eyes, and applying a dry powder product is going to fill those lines in, so you're not going to get those crease marks under there, which is what we want. Okay, so for the next step, we're going to start applying some contour. You can use anything for this. There are special contour palettes. I actually just like to use this Cooler Bronzer by Benefit, which is a matte bronzy colour, as you can see. yeah, you can use cream or powder. I'm going to be using powder today, and basically we want to do it just under our cheekbones and around the edges of our face and down the sides of our nose, similar to the chin and nose idea. If you want to make your nose look a bit smaller, I'm going to bring the sides in a bit closer, and that's just to sort of make the appearance of my noggin look a little bit smaller. Now for the cheekbones, we're actually just going to be bringing that down along the cheekbone to about halfway, or the edge of your eye. I like to just do it to the edge of my eye. That's just, if you're going to bring it in any closer to your mouth, it's just going to make you look quite sallow and a bit hollow in the cheeks, which is not really the look we're going for. So just bring it down to about there. The purpose of using a darker colour is actually, what it does is it sort of pulls everything back and sort of flattens it. So the bigger areas you want to make darker. So as I said before, I've got quite a forehead, so I like to sort of cover quite a significant portion of it with the bronzer, just to sort of push it back, and then that highlighted part will pull that forward, so it'll create the appearance that I've got a smaller forehead, if that is even possible. I don't think it is, but we can try with makeup. As far as contour goes, that's it. The way I do it is really simple and easy. It's really quick and it's quite a natural look, which I prefer. I don't really like all those cream stick ones that literally create a whole mask for your face over all your foundation already. I just think that creates a really sort of cakey look. And in the end, I don't think there's actually a huge difference between them once they're all blended out. Anyway, so once you've done that, you can then apply highlighter if you so wish. I will be using the NARS highlighter in Albatross, and again, like the concealer, we're just going to be applying that to the high points of our face, and that's going to bring them forward. So to start, I'm going to be doing it along the high points of my cheekbones, and I'm doing it on my brow bone and kind of coming around onto the high point of my cheekbone. So it's going to get a little bit, start with a little bit and then build it up. So I'm just going to be doing these sort of rounded motions like that. And I'm also going to be applying that to the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and just on the, what do they call it, Cupid's bow on your lip, and a little bit on your chin, and that's just going to make you look really young and fresh and dewy and summery. So let's go and apply that. And that's it. That's all you need to contour. Then you can go in and apply blush if you wish to. I'm not going to be wearing blush today because I've got quite a lot of pink acne spots, so I don't want to bring those out by applying more pink over the top of them. So I'm going to leave as is and then apply my eyebrows and mascara, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed watching. Okay, so that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching. It's a really quick and easy way to do a natural looking contour. You only need the concealer, a matte bronzer and a highlighter, and that's it. There's no crazy contour mask involved with the full face of the different colours. It's really easy, so I hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel please.